So today I am doing a video in the car. Doesn't sound that exciting, but it could really help your left shoulder. Let's see how. So the reason why I'm doing a video from the car today is all to do with your shoulder health. So one of the main complaints in my job and one of the main injuries I have to deal with are shoulder injuries. And the reason being, the shoulder is quite a poor joint. It's quite an unstable joint, and it's basically held together by ligaments and a multitude of muscles. And generally when we have a shoulder problem, it's not the big muscles that get affected, it's the very, very fine, smaller muscles. Now, you've probably heard of someone, or you might have had it yourself, where you had rotator cuff problems. And people think the rotator cuff is actually a muscle. It's not, it's actually a group of 4 muscles. Okay, so those 4 muscles are basically sit around the scapula, deep within the shoulder joint, and they are responsible for very, very small movements. So big, large movements where you're pushing weights above your head, they don't really get involved too much. It's the very, very fine movements that they get worked out on. If they get left on their own, and you put them in a position where only they can work and the large muscle groups can't work, can't help them out, they can be in a serious trouble. So very, very often people get rotator cuff problems from tennis by basically putting things like slice and spin on the ball. That little fine movement can really, really damage these muscle groups if you're not very careful. So the reason why I'm in the car today is, for most people actually, it's not tennis that does it. It's not swimming, it's not basketball, it's not football, it's not rugby. It is in the car, reaching backwards behind you. So the reason for this is the fact that when you reach behind you in this position here, what happens is the large muscle groups in the shoulders cannot aid this movement. Okay, so when we reach behind and I try and pick something up, all the tension goes to the very, very small muscle groups in the back, the rotator cuff muscles. Okay, so again, the infraspinatus and supraspinatus mainly. So when I try and lift something up here, my big deltoids cannot work. My lats here cannot work, and all the emphasis is put on the tiny, tiny shoulder joint. Shoulder muscles. So when I'm back round here again, it's an absolutely appalling position for my arm to be. So if you have a handbag, or if you have a bag or a coat or a jacket you want to get from the back, please, please, please use the back door. You'll be amazed at how much grief that will save you on the shoulders. If you've got away with it so far, fantastic, but a lot of people haven't, and a lot of people have serious, serious damage in that rotator cuff. If you're in a rush and it has to be done, undo the seatbelt like I've done and actually turn the body right the way round and try and grab it with your right arm. That way here we've got all the big muscles in the shoulders, we've got lats kicking, supporting here, helping you lift. But in that position, the shoulder is too exposed to be safe. So next time you're reaching in the back, trying to hit one of the kids, of course you don't do that, or pick up a bag or anything like that, please turn right round, do it with your right arm, or just use the back door. Okay, see you next time.